Another adventure with April and Martin. He's behind me.
Hello.
Sorry, I didn't know he was going to be talking. Excuse that. Terribly rude. I'm trying to get the mountains in the background. Okay, so we're at Bleetan and it's a beautiful night. Hopefully no one comes along because I'm in a field talking to Martin. He's standing so far away over there. Hi, it's me, April. I just looked up the names of those mountains for you. I've forgotten them now. I think that one's Stickle something, Harrison something. They're mountains. I feel like a bit of a tour guide. To the right are some mountains. To the left, more mountains.
I'll take a picture of those mountains for you, so you can correct it in your video.
So Martin's trying to get a picture of that mountain there before the sun goes down. He's got to be fast, it's almost gone. We're going to walk to. Just walk to the trees.
You can't talk enough because it'll pick it up on your mic.
Oh my god.
So let us know that we're going to be going back to pick up the camera in a second.
I'm trying to do the world's quickest sketch of this view while Martin takes a photo. I finished my super quick sketch. I think it took like 10 minutes. That's the view behind. Thanks. Not too shabby. So we've walked up the little path that only took like 5 minutes, and that's the tarn behind. The sun's going now, you can see it's going really fast. And I'll show you the mountains behind. Zoom. Oh, almost fell over. Here are the mountains. Sorry, it's really awkward to hold this camera because it's so zoomed in. I have it on the active steady something, steady. Anyway, no shaking. There is a bit of shaking, but also zooms right in. But yeah, these are so beautiful. We're going to kind of walk that way through the valley bit and see if there's some light on the other side. And then have a picnic. I also wanted to add quickly that Martin thinks this is one of the best places he's been to in the Lake District. And I think so too. I'd give it a 5 out of 5 stars so far. So we just reached the top. I don't know how much the camera's picking up because it's quite sunny. This is the valley. I will find out the name and I will insert it in the video. It is gorgeous. It's a bit hard to see in the camera probably, but hopefully you can get the scale in. We've plonked ourselves down here and we're going to wait for the sun to get a bit lower. Martin's going to take some photos. This is our picnic dinner. I've got a sandwich, tangerine, and a fruity flapjack to share. Obligatory sandwich shot. Not a bad view for a picnic. Mind your photo?
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was much better with me in it.
This is beautiful.
We were just on our way to the car park, which is that way, but we came through this gate to have a peek, and it is so pretty. Look at that, how gorgeous, with the sun hitting it. That there is a fell we want to try to go to soon. It's called Weatherlam. It looks really nice. And there's Martin taking photos. So you know what I was thinking, looking at this prettiness, is I'd like to paint some of the photos that I've taken today. I think they'll be really nice. And I actually have 5 boards at home that I've gessoed, and I've also painted with an undercoat. So I think I might plan to do those as like a series of 5 paintings from this walk. Can you hear the stream, by the way? It's really loud. This will be a good test for the microphone to see if it picks the stream up. But yeah, I think that'll be really nice. So I'll try and do that in this vlog as well. And because I think even though I did a couple of sketches, I never really do very good sketches in that sketchbook. I don't really like that sketchbook. I'm just trying to hurry through it and get it done. And it's more of a kind of memories. Oh, I was here and I drew this thing, rather than this is a nice picture. So I think it'll be nice to do the photos and this place justice, because it has been one of the prettiest places we've been to in the Lake District. So nice. I really want to come back again a lot. It's actually the best at sunrise for photography, so Martin's probably going to like drag me out of bed at 4:30 a.m. one of these days, so I have to film that too if we come back at sunrise. But yeah, I'm going to probably sign out now and go see what Martin's doing. Has he fallen in yet? No, disappointing. Hi everyone, it's voiceover April here, just to tell you about our weekend down south. So we went to stay with Martin's parents. They live in Hampshire in the south of the UK, and I tried to get us to go to this place called Bosom. Martin's mum likes it too, and we just have a little walk around. It's a cute little village, and they live like by an estuary, so sometimes this water comes right up to the houses and you can't walk around it, which is pretty cool. Well, I guess it's not cool for the houses. We also have a art gallery and little cafe there, and kind of like an art co-op that has heaps and heaps of tiny little shops with lots of different types of art in there, because I really want to draw like the houses and the pub here especially, and the little lanes. I think they're so cute. I haven't done it so far, but it's definitely on my list of things to draw. And the next day we went to this open air museum called, I think it's called Wayland and Down. I'll leave the name in the description. And it's like an open air museum where they have a whole collection of different buildings and houses. And the cool thing about the houses here is that they actually collected them from around the UK, and what they did is they took apart the houses brick by brick, and they labelled each of the bricks and I guess the struts and the tiles, so they could perfectly put them back together exactly how they took them apart, which I thought was pretty cool. I took a whole bunch of video and photos from these buildings because I was really inspired by them, and afterwards I really wanted to do something like Tudor based, or this kind of time period based. I'm not sure what yet, but it's definitely on my mind. I think all of the houses were from the 13th to the 17th century. Most of them were around the 15th century, and they actually use this place as kind of like a working museum. So they had people in the kitchens, they do like cooking, or they'll chop wood, or they'll even plough the fields with like the really old farm equipment that they used back in the day. And I think they have visits from like school children and things like that. So if we were here by ourselves, I definitely would have spent the entire day there and had a proper look around with my sketchbooks and everything, and had like a lunch because they have a really nice cafe there. But we were with Martin's parents, and I think they left their dog Alfie at home, so they didn't want to be too long, which was cool. But maybe I can pop back in the future if we go down south again. Maybe I'll take myself for a little drive and visit for an afternoon with my sketchbooks, because I think it would be really nice just to sit on the grass and sketch the beautiful houses. Maybe next summer, maybe not in the next few months with it pouring of rain. So that was the open air museum. Yeah, if you're in Hampshire or you're in that area for a holiday, definitely pop in because it's pretty cool. So this is the art studio at the moment. I just hoovered. And basically I just want to tidy up a little bit. So I want to organise this art cart because it's filled with just a lot of junk really. I want to make it more usable. I want to tidy up my shelves a little bit here, maybe scrape some more room back. And also I have these boxes under here that are just filled, like not even filled, they're just half filled up with stuff. That one and this one, just like stuff I need to sort through. I have my zines in here that I want to put away. My drawers are the worst. Just everything I just chucked in there. And then under here is just a whole bunch of stuff that I don't even use. I basically just want to make the space more usable, find a place for all my collage stuff to go. And then there's this other box here that's filled up with stuff, just lights and junk. And under here there's some tissue paper on the floor and another one of those big IKEA boxes. And yeah, tidy my desk up obviously. Martin got me these flowers yesterday, they're so pretty. They're kind of a weird shape, but I might try and draw them later. Anyway, this is the before. I'm not going to film anything. I'll just pop some music on and get to work and I'll show you the results. It's about 6:15 now. I've been doing this for about 3 hours with a little break in between and I haven't completely finished, but I'm a bit tired now. These sketchbooks here are for a video I'm going to film tomorrow, so I've taken them out, but they will go back in there. And I have one space there that I need to fill up, and I've reorganized all my shelves. So here's all my painting stuff, then some more painting stuff, and then some more painting stuff and some pencils. And then this was what was in my art cart, and it's basically just a mishmash of heaps of different pens and pencils that I've collected and I don't want to throw away, but I don't really use them. It's a hot mess, so I have to go through those another day. And then at the end, in that box there, I've got all of my replacement crayons and pencils. Then this cubby hole over here will be clean. I'm actually going to try and sell my camera next week, my old camera, and get some money back, so that'll be nice. Then over here on my desk is still some stuff I need to do. That's a print from Art With Them that I want to put up in my office upstairs. These are my 5 paintings that I'm working on stream right now. These are some misprints that I want to cut up for little freebies for orders. This is the paper that my friend Artie sent me that I need to still paint on and test. And then these are all my current sketchbooks right now and my bullet journal. And this is the most important. I wanted my art cart to be functional so I could always have it with me. I didn't have to keep getting up and getting down and losing things and forgetting things. So I put the things that I use the most on the top. So my Tombos, a few pencils, the paint pens. I don't really use those much, but it's nice to have handy. I've got the Caran d'Ache near colours in here, my pastels, soft pastels, and then here are the Inktense sticks that I want to use more, but I always forget about them. So I figured if they're next to me, I'll remember. I'm very proud of this row. I made all these little boxes and put all my inks in, so they're all ready to use. Down here are my markers and my Posca pens. And then lastly, right at the bottom are all the mediums and glue and miscellaneous items. I still have to cut up this thing here. What is it called? Tissue paper. I've got 2 gaps there that I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fill. And I've made this even more messy. I've just been popping things in there that I didn't want to clean. So these drawers and everything else like cutting bits up are for another day. But yay! Everything's a bit cleaner. This is making you feel dizzy. Ugh. Okay, goodbye. it's Sunday afternoon, it's about 2:30 and the sun is coming through the window. It's a lovely day. It was meant to be cloudy all day today, and it was cloudy in the morning, but it's really beautiful now. And I'm in the art room. About this time of the day the sun comes around, and from now until sunset the room will be very bright on this side. And sometimes I'm not proud of this, guys, but I have to shut the curtains and block out the view even though it's beautiful because it's just so sunny. So I just thought I'd pop in quickly. I did a bit of art this morning, and then I've been playing games with Martin. Also we did some chores, so just a pretty chill, relaxing day. And I wanted to show you, yesterday I was tidying up the room, I think I showed you, and I found all of these papers. I showed them on a vlog ages ago. My friend Artie sent them to me. It's a whole list of different papers, and I think there was like four different types. She sent me she sent me 2 pages of each type, and I did little tests on them like this. I've showed this before. And then my plan was to do some abstract images. I had this plan so long ago. I think it must have been about 4 or 5 months ago now, to do like abstract tree designs. So I painted on the back of them all, and I very loosely sketched in the lines for the bark, but I really didn't like the first one I did, and then I just kind of left it for now, and I forgot about them, and then I found them yesterday. So I thought, I'm just gonna take all of these images and paint over them. So I started one today, is this here. These are just gonna be nothing special, they're just literally gonna be tests. What I really want to do is figure out how I can use soft pastels and ink more in mixed media and make it like a true mixed media, because right now I use paint, pencil and Caran d'Ache Neocolors, and that's like 3 medias, but imagine if I could add 2 more, 5 medias. How amazing would that be? So I think, I don't think I have to, like, it's not a thing I have to do. I just really want to play with more materials basically. So I don't know if you can see this. There's kind of like very faint, the lines of the trees that were in the background. And I think it actually adds a lot to the painting. It kind of, like, when you can see it in person, you can kind of see the trees coming through the background. It looks really cool. So I haven't finished this one yet. I'm still going to do some more drawing on it. And I'm basically just working on this in between stuff. So I'm trying to work more across multiple things right now. So I want to try and get in the habit of working on like 2 or 3 pieces at a time. So maybe I'll have a big painting on my canvas, and maybe I'll be working on a sketchbook, and maybe I have some paper. So right now I'm just using my sketchbook and this paper and then my other sketchbook. So I'm basically working on 4 things today. One of the things is, well, actually 2 of the things are these 2, and I call them 2 because they're 2 different spreads, because I'm doing it different ways. This is also another test with pastel. So I put some pastel on acrylic, and I did the same here. This is dry that I just blended with my fingers, and this is wet that I did with a paintbrush. And this is the same scene as this, which I've also done before. I don't know why I'm doing the same scene over and over again. Something about this photo that I took I just really love. It's this one here. So a little house, the mountains in the background. I'll pop the photo on the screen so you can see it. The thing is, I think the sketchbook and the square format isn't right for this photo. I think it should be portrait. But I'm just playing right now with it and having fun. And then the last thing that I'm doing is a prompt for Instagram. It's a prompt for the Wonderful challenge. The prompt's Woodland Friends, and it was due last Thursday, and I'm probably not gonna do it until Monday now, but this is what it is. I'm gonna do Digby, and I thought I could do him bird watching. So I did some little doodles of bird watching, and then you can't really see, it's very messy, but basically it's Digby. Look, he's leaning on like a tree trunk and he's bird watching, but he can't see any birds because they're all like on him or around him. And I want the caption to read something like, Digby was sure he saw, or like, Digby was sure there were birds around here somewhere. But I'm trying to think of like a catchier title. So yes, that's for Forest Friends. I thought that would be fun. And I'm actually I have a video in the works right now that's, I don't know if it's going to come out after this, but it's going to be all about drawing. I'm going to call it Drawing Digby, and it's going to be about how I kind of not redesigned, but how I revisited Digby, drew him a bunch, and how I'm trying to draw him more looser rather than very tight digital, which is what I was doing last year. So yeah, that one's in the works. I've got a list of about 10 videos that I'm going to be trying working on. One of them is the colour series, which I'm so procrastinating on so bad. I was going to meant to be filming it today, but I got busy this morning and now it's sunny and the light's going to be really like harsh in here and changeable. So I'm going to procrastinate it again and put it off. I have all the scripts done for it, like I haven't prepared. All I need to do is literally film it. But I'm lazy. I want to paint and draw instead and watch Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. So I'm going to go do that now. I'm going to start waffling and get on and do some drawing, and I'll pop back when something else interesting happens, I guess. I don't really know what this vlog's going to be. I've got a really fun video. I've got a really fun idea for next month's monthly vlog. It's going to be awesome. Or it's going to be awful. I'm not sure. It's going to be one of the two. Anyway, that's for next month. Okay, I'm going to go. Okay, bye.
What's the problem with the restaurant? I personally don't see a problem with the business. It's really...
So there was no misconception.
So it's fake crab meat in a seafood restaurant on the water. It tastes disgusting. Have you tasted that crab?
No, I'm extremely allergic to crab and shrimp. So I can't really eat
There's
it.
crab in there. For crab food, it's still not clear who's in charge of the food. Unbelievable.
Where'd your dad go?
Oh my God, can it get any worse?
I'm watching food get thrown away in the garbage can. That's my money going out the window.
After a chaotic dinner service with...
It's about 5 o'clock. I can't remember what time I was speaking to you. But I've done these 3, basically the same drawing. I think I showed this one. I did a little bit more to it. And then I finished my sketchbook up. And basically they're all kind of the same but different. I just tried different things, like adding more ink with the leaves. It was very messy. Or adding a little bit more contrast with like darker colours. And here it's more smudged. And then up here it's, I don't know, kind of a mixture. Yeah, so they all kind of look the same. I'm not really sure if I like this. I think I like my other paintings better. Maybe it's too much pastel. Maybe I should just use pastel a little bit at the end for like a highlight or something. Kind of like how I use the Neo colours. But it was a fun experiment, so that was that. And it's about an hour before I'm going to cook dinner. So I'm going to draw some more Digby stuff. Hello? Breakfast. We're here in the middle of nowhere. And there's some mountains behind as always, and we're gonna head off on a walk, and I thought I'd bring you with us. I'm wearing my very cool hat because it's getting cold enough to wear now, and let's go for an adventure. So you can't really see it, but right there in the clouds is the tallest mountain in England, Scafell Pike, but you can't see it from here. Or is it just called Scafell? I can't remember. Anyway, we're gonna head off this way along a river. First a road, then a river. I heard this postbox is famous, but I don't know why. Oh god, it's so close though to my face. Yeah, but it's so close, is what I'm saying.
No, pass it here. You're recording, are you?
We're in Eskdale and we're trying to find a secret pools and waterfalls. So we're heading along the river. I think it's called River Esk, and we're in the Eskdale Valley, and we're heading towards some secret pools and a waterfall. I think it's not really a secret, but I think the location of it isn't like widely spread on the internet, and it's a place where people go wild swimming, and it looks really beautiful. We're not going to go swimming today because it's a little bit chilly, but we just wanted to find it, so yeah, that's what we're doing. Man stopped to take some photos of the valley. What are you doing then?
I am taking a photo
Yeah.
of the hills.
I just took the same photo as Martin. I popped them on the screen and we can see who's the better at taking photos. Do you like that idea, Martin?
Love it.
And we found it, everyone. The pool is beautiful. I'm just kidding, it's a puddle. Onwards. I don't know if the camera's picking up the colour of the water. It's so pretty. So I'm not sure if you can hear me, but we made it to like the first little waterfall, and there's some pools, and it's so pretty. The colour of the water is like so gorgeous, and if we keep heading up the river, we're going to find some bigger pools and bigger waterfalls. That's what we're doing. Just want to come out and have some quick photo, and then we're going to head off. But isn't this gorgeous? So pretty. I just realised I'm filming everything in slow motion for the last 10-15 minutes. That's fun. But I was chatting to you earlier, and I was saying that I'm just sitting here waiting for Matt to take another photo. It's really beautiful. We come into the shade a little bit, and I did a little bit of sketching earlier. I've got 2 pages of my sketchbook that I really want to get finished on this walk, and then it's done. I don't ever have to use that sketchbook ever again, which is amazing. But let me show you where we're sitting right now. So there's Martin coming back up, and then these are the other waterfalls that we found, and another pool that I think people swim in, and we have to keep walking all the way up there to find the other one. Hi Martin.
Hi.
We found the big pool. I think this is it. And then looking back down the river into the valley. It's so pretty. But I think in the summer this will be very busy. I think people will be parked along here having picnics, dipping their toes in the water, or their entire bodies. What a lovely place.
Keeping it moved though.
Voiceover April here again to tell you about these pastels that I got. I'm in my pyjamas for this segment, so enjoy the pattern of cats and dogs. These are the Del Green pastels. They're the very first oil pastels I've bought. I've never really liked oil pastels. I think I used them in school maybe a couple of times, but I never liked the feel of them, the texture or anything. But because I've been using the soft pastels recently, I kind of was curious about them. And I was watching Sarah Dyer's Patreon. She had a whole video, I think it was a whole review video of her pastels a couple of months ago. And she had these on there. They're really muted and they're really pastel-y, which I know is kind of funny. But I really liked a lot of the colours. And they were pretty cheap. I think I got them from AliExpress, which was the only place that you can seem to get them. They came really late, like it took about a month to get them, but it was worth it, I guess. I had a lot of fun doing this swatch page. So I'm not sure how often I'll use these. I have been saying that I really want to try and get pastels more into my work, either oil pastels or soft pastels. But the oil pastels I think are a little bit harder to work with. You can't really do much with them apart from just use them on their own or kind of with a graphite pencil. But I had a lot of fun kind of testing out materials and seeing what works. Even if I knew something wasn't going to work, I still tried it. I also tried smushing them with my fingers, which really hurt my fingers. I'm not sure if you're meant to do this or if you can. I mean, I don't think there's any rules in art. I think you can basically do what you want. But if you smush or don't smush, let me know. Do you use like an applicator? Is there a way to do it? Should I just not bother at all? Yeah, smush or no smush, let me know. So I tried using all these different materials. The first were the coloured pencils, which I knew wouldn't work. I just tried them anyway. They just picked up the pastel really and didn't do much else. The Neo colours actually were surprising. I think they probably picked up maybe like a little bit of the oil pastel and then left the pigment behind. But yeah, they worked pretty well. The soft pastels were definitely, I mean, I don't really think soft pastels and oil pastels are meant to go together. The only thing they have in common is their last name. I tried smudging, it didn't work. It was just a bit of a mess. So yeah, I don't think I would be trying that technique again in the future. The graphite pencils, however, were amazing. I have seen, I mean, basically the only person I really watch that uses oil pastels right now is Sarah Dyer and probably and Sandy Hester. But I saw Sarah Dyer use these in her Patreon with like boats and things. She just does kind of like oil pastels with graphite, and I actually used this week during Odd Orange's drawing session that she does every month. I did the landscapes with just oil pastels and graphite pencil, and it's a really lovely combo because you have the super bright pastels and then you have the kind of dark grey graphite, which works really well over them. So yeah, something I want to use in the future. I also just skipped past using the paint pen, which I knew wouldn't work. It basically just destroyed my nib, so that was fun. And then the Inktense pens, Inktense blocks, which kind of worked okay. And lastly, I'm using the ink, which, I mean, I probably should have thought about it. Water-based ink and oil probably doesn't want to mix, and it definitely didn't. It just kind of smushed around on the page. But like I said, even if I knew something wasn't going to work, I still wanted to try it because sometimes you can be surprised. So those were the oil pastels. I'm not really sure about oil pastels, so I don't know if these are good quality or bad quality. I think they're probably mid. I'm not sure. Let me know if you have them and if you like them anyway. Hello, long time no talk to. I can't remember the last thing we did on the vlog, but I don't think I've been recording anything for a couple of weeks. I've been busy preparing for Peachtober, which I'm going to start today. It's the 1st of October today. And also I've been I started the Children's Book Pro course by SVS Learn again. I started it last year, but I only got up to week 3, and then my day job and everything else got busy. So I kind of fell out of it. So I started again because they started a new class again. And I'm up to week 3 now. So basically I need to just get past week 3 to break the week 3 curse. But it's been a lot of work. It hasn't actually been a lot of work. It's gonna be a lot of work, and also I'm gonna try and do Peachtober at the same time. So I think October's gonna be pretty busy. I do have a fun idea for the vlog for next month. I do hope it works out. It could be really good, or it could be really bad. We'll see. But I just wanted to pop in and show you these paints. They're the Golden So Flat Matte paints. The Zing, and I also got a white and a Payne's Grey. I showed these on a recent video. Can't remember if it was last week or the week before, it doesn't matter. And I said I was going to do a swatch. It was an art haul video. So I did a swatch of all the different colours. I basically just mixed them all on this, in this corner. I mixed them 50-50 of each of the colours. And then on this bottom half, exactly the same, but with white added. So you can kind of see the pastel effect. And there's some really, really lovely colours here. So I think it's going to be a great set to use. I want to use it more in the future. Probably not in the month of October because I'll be doing a lot of stuff with Caran d'Ache and also just sketching. But maybe like November, maybe I can have just a acrylic gouache like painty month, And then over here, on this side, squeaky chair, on this side I used the rest of the colour mixes that were like left over in the palette, and I just sploshed them on here, and then I just drew some silly faces in. So just a fun little exercise. But yeah, they're really nice to work with. They're definitely matte. They're basically like acrylic wash. They feel exactly the same as acrylic wash, just a little bit more liquid. And a lot of people mentioned, well, not a lot of people, a few people mentioned in the comments the difference between acrylic wash and the acrylic so flat mattes, or how similar they were. So yeah, thank you for leaving those comments. It's always good to learn stuff about materials. But I think that's pretty much all. I'm not sure if there's much to talk about for the month. There is one more thing that I'm going to be chatting about probably tomorrow that I want to share with you before the vlog finishes. But I just wanted to get these paints in and show you the chart now before I forgot, because I'm going to be doing an afternoon of drawing. Oh god, my chair's so squeaky. Can you hear it? I'm going to be doing an afternoon of drawing, so I'm probably going to get like in the zone now. I just wanted to pop on and say hi before I got into the zone. So I'll be back again tomorrow with some news, and that's it. Okay, it'll be literally seconds for you. Alright. It's very moody in the office this afternoon. I put new batteries in the lights behind me, and wow, they are sparkly and shiny. I like them very much. So I just wanted to pop on quickly and share the thing I was going to share with you the other day. Basically, I'm not sure if you guys follow me on Instagram or if you remember, but about a month, maybe 6 weeks ago, I popped up a poll on Instagram asking if I made a t-shirt out of one of my designs. It was the Derpy Bird design. If I made that t-shirt, if people would like it, or if they would like it in one colour, or if they'd like it a bigger design or a smaller design. And I did a few different polls, and I got kind of the most popular of each. And then I made a t-shirt. So I haven't actually made the t-shirt. I'm not that cool. I'm not cool enough to make t-shirts. It would be fun to do screen printing one day, but I made it on a website called Bonfire, which is an American website, and they it's like an online place where you can design and do merchandise, and they have a lot of things on there for like charities and stuff. It's kind of like Teespring, I think. I've never used Teespring before, but I've heard it's like that. Or I'm trying to think of a place in the UK, but I can't. But basically you can go on there and you can upload designs, you can have a shop, or you can run a campaign where you have like a certain amount of weeks, and then people buy it or not buy it, and then they will get sent out at the end. So the reason why I'm doing this is a bit of a weird backstory. So Martin, my boyfriend Martin, he works, that's his job. He works there. He does he designs, and he does like the back end design, like of I guess how the stuff works, and some front end, which is like how the website works for the company. So that's his role, designer. He's called a product designer, and the product is the website, I guess. I'm not sure. I still don't really know what he does, to be honest. But they have this new feature where if you have over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you can add a shelf to the bottom of your YouTube videos with your merchandise. And they need to test it out, but they don't have anyone at the company that has over 1,000 subscribers. So hey, here I am. Martin was like, why don't you make a t-shirt, April, and then we can test out the feature and you can sell a t-shirt. So I thought it was an interesting idea. I've never really wanted to do t-shirt design before, but the more I was looking on the website, because they have lots of like people that do designs, the more I was thinking it would be kind of fun to make t-shirts, you know, in the future. So this is kind of like a test, not only to help Martin out to see if this feature works, which it does. People have used it before, but I don't think they have any like real-time feedback on it. So helping him out with that, but also seeing if this like doing this whole t-shirt thing could be fun. So basically I'm going to be popping it up the day you get to see this vlog, which is tomorrow, and there's going to be 3 weeks for the campaign to run, so you can buy the t-shirt if you want, and then at the end of 3 weeks, that however many is bought will get made and then shipped out. So it's an American company, but they ship worldwide, so obviously if you live in America you'll get it quicker and you'll probably pay less shipping prices. But yeah, they do ship all over the place. And I'll pop the t-shirt design up. I decided to go just with a white t-shirt for this one. I was going to pick other colours, but you can't change the colours of the design over the t-shirts, and some of the colours didn't match. Like I really wanted that pink branch to be different colours on the different t-shirts, but you can't do that. So in the end I just went very simple, kept it white. It's a little badge, like a crest badge on the top, and I think it's really cute. My Derpy Bird one, and I get a free one too, so that'll be fun. So if you want to head over to the website and have a look, there should hopefully be the merch shelf at the bottom of this video that you can just click on the image. I'm not quite sure how it works yet, or I will leave everything in the description so you can check it out, and maybe you're even curious to see the company where Martin works. Who knows. It's currently $24.99 plus shipping. I think they calculate that at the end. And like I mentioned, it's going to run for 3 weeks. So if you're looking for a little present for yourself, or maybe for a loved one, Christmas is coming up, maybe you have a bird watching friend in your life, it could be a nice little present. But we're going to see how this campaign works, and then maybe I will make designs for t-shirts in the future, because it could be a good little like side passive income, you know. Never really thought to do it before, but it could be a good opportunity. So yeah, let me know what you think of the design, and what you think of selling t-shirts in general, I guess. Have you ever done it? Would you like to do it? I'd be interested to find out. So with that said, I think we reached the end of the vlog. I will let you go. I'll stop waffling and let you go about your day. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and make sure you pop back next week, because I'll have hopefully a video up about Digby, drawing Digby, if you enjoy that character. So yeah, that's all for me. Have a lovely rest of your day or your week, and I will catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.